Hello and welcome here to the 6th episode of my Cambridge United career mode. Now, just before we get into this episode, starting with the J-Paint Trophy versus Dagenham, I would like to apologize in advance. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, which is why I haven't uploaded in the past week and a bit. So I'm going to try to get it through this, and I can't make any promises that there won't be any awkward cuts because of me coughing or sneezing and that kind of thing. But we're going to get into this game versus Dagenham. And this is our starting 11. It is very much a backup squad, as I wanted to rest some players for the actual league, which is a bit more important to us than the J-Paint Trophy, although a few extra bucks wouldn't be bad. But we're underway here in the J-Paint Trophy. This is the first game of the J-Paint Trophy that we've played. And early on, into the 3rd minute, Coulson steals it, and on the counterattack, Bird plays it across to Diallo. Diallo plays the wonderful through ball right through to Sam Whittall, and Whittall buries it in the back of the net. And 4 minutes in versus Dagenham, we are already up 1-0. Now this is a very nice turnaround, as earlier in the year we'd have been having a lot of trouble scoring goals and being able to get wins, as we didn't get our first win until, I believe, episode 4, maybe even episode 5. But nonetheless, we were able to pull out early in front of Dagenham. But now here in the 22nd minute, Dagenham have a corner. Labadie lays it in, and Hemmings gets ahead to it, but that one goes over the net. And now here's the follow-up corner. Hemmings now for the corner. He lays it into Hines, and that's caught by Dunn, and he's able to get rid of it. Just a few minutes later, in the 25th minute now, Dagenham have the ball in a harsh challenge just outside the box. And I believe that was Tom Naylor. Yes, Tom Naylor with the hard foul. And Tom Naylor in the 26th minute gets a yellow card. But the more worrisome thing is the chance that Dagenham have. A bit of a dive there. He just barely stepped on his toe. Labadie for the kick, and he sails that one over the net. I was just thankful that that one wasn't inside the 18-yard box. Now later on, almost at the end of the first half, a bad challenge, this time by the left back Taylor. And this time, it is a penalty. Unfortunately, the second bad challenge in or around the area. And now, it wasn't Taylor, it was actually Harry Lennon. And Lennon, the bad slide challenge, and that was a bit of a dive as well, if you ask me. But nonetheless, it will be a penalty for Dagenham. And will they be able to beat Dunn? Dunn this year, I believe, has saved a couple penalties, if my memory is right. I'm not entirely sure about that. But here we go. Oh wow, that was quite the name. Ogogo scores the penalty for Dagenham, and just like that, just before the end of the first half, they are equalized. Sucks that it had to happen like that, but nonetheless, we are now into the second half as Dagenham have the first chance of the half with Ogogo into Hemmings, and Hemmings barely puts that one wide, but it was off of one of our players. So now it wasn't. This is a corner afterwards. And the nice volley from Murphy misses the net wide. That was in the 56th minute. Now in the 59th minute, the cross into Murphy. The header, and it's in the back of the net. Murphy with his second good chance of the half. He's able to put that one away. The first one came 5 minutes earlier, and he was unable to bury the first volley. And this time he was able to head that one in the back of the net. Pass done. Now we are down 2-1. That penalty is looking like it's going to be worse and worse now, as it is now 2-1. We are losing. That was bad reactions from Dunn. He reacted after the ball was behind him and almost when it was in the net. But nonetheless, we are down 2-1, and we need to get back in this game, as since that first goal, we have not been in this. Now in the 64th minute, Dagenham have another chance. Labadie just walks straight through, and a nice save by Dunn after Labadie laid it off. And now Murphy with a chance. He plays it over to Labadie, and Murphy, got a chance again after our defender fumbled it. But it was a nice stop from Dunn. Now Hughes. He takes the shot in the 75th minute, and he misses wide. Now in the 78th, Howell with the ball. He's looking for an outlet, and he chips it over to Murphy. Murphy with the chance again. Murphy has had like 5 chances in this game. Majority of them have been like half volleys or volleys, and he's only scored 1 of them, and that one was a header. But now Jaden Stockley in the 85th minute wins us a penalty. The ball was played into the middle, and Stockley was taken down from behind. I'm surprised that one was only a yellow card. Damian Batt with the yellow card in the 85th minute. And now, with the score 2-1, we need to convert this. That was just a horrible challenge. Completely took out Jaden Stockley's feet. And now, this is the chance that we have to tie this game and salvage this game and send this into extra time, really, as there's only a few more minutes left. Stockley versus Cousins. Jaden Stockley, not our first choice striker, but he is one of our best penalty takers. And he is able to slot that one in the back of the net, making it a 2-2 game. He played a bit of the waiting it out game and was able to slot it by Cousins. Cousins thought he was going right, dove left instead to try to fool him, but instead Jaden Stockley did put it right, and it is all tied up. A wonderful game so far, and now we are into extra time. As it is in the 93rd minute, the ball into the middle, and it's headed away, but it goes straight to Labadie. Labadie to Ogogo, and Ogogo into the middle. He heads it, and it is cleared, not far enough, and it went straight to the Dagenham player, but he puts it wide. And now our first chance in the 103rd minute. The ball is given away by Dagenham, and Donaldson, he takes the strike, and it's a wonderful save by the goalkeeper, Cousins. Now in the 112th minute, Donaldson plays it into the middle. Stockley is unable to get the head on it, and Cousins just catches that. And we are just about done extra time as there's 1 minute remaining. The ball is given away, and we are headed to penalties. Our first game in extra time goes to penalties in this career mode, and it's in the first round of the J Paint Trophy as Murphy buries the first penalty for Dagenham. Stockley's already scored 1. Can he score number 2 today? Stockley. He slots that one in the back of the net. The goalkeeper, Cousins, dove the right way, but was unable to get a hand on it. Now it's Chambers. Chambers steps up, and he rings it off the crossbar. Dunn dove the wrong way, but Chambers puts it off the crossbar, and now Cambridge has a chance to take the lead, and they do with Bird putting it in the back of the net. Now it's Ogogo with the score, 2-1 Cambridge. He takes the penalty, and a great penalty just passed. Dunn, he dove the right way but barely missed it with his hand. And now Harrison Dunk puts it in the back of the net as well. Score 3-2. Hines to take the penalty. Steps up, takes it, and that's a save from Dunn. And we are just about done here. See what I did there? Donaldson. He can just about put this one away. Donaldson, and it's in the back of the net. And Cambridge has pulled out the victory. The last minute penalty descended into extra time, and winning it in penalties, we do in the J Paint Trophy. We're headed to the second round of the J Paint Trophy. A nice showing from the boys, being able to come back late as we scored in the first 4 minutes and then in the final 4 minutes. But now here are your player ratings. Jaden Stockley got the man of the match with a 7.6 and Dunn with a 7.3. Bird and Diallo were also close with 6.9s to getting that 7-match rating. I was really impressed with how the guys did in this game, especially with how we were down late into that second half. But we are moving on now, and I guess I messed up with the editing as I only showed the top guys in the player ratings, but sorry about that. I'm not sure if it's just my editing software or I actually made that mistake. But now we are on to League 2 action again, this time against Exeter City with the 5 at the back formation, the 5-4-1, the defensive formation for Exeter, and we are back out there with our starting 11, I believe. Yes, this is a fully fit starting 11 with the exception of right back. Lanzani is going to take a seat in this game for Tate. He was complaining that he wasn't getting enough playing time, so we decided to stick him in there. But we are just about set, and we are underway here at Exeter. First chance coming in the second half, as in the 49th minute, Donaldson plays in the cross. It is dealt with poorly and given right away to Elliott. And Elliott is unable to get a shot away, and he's dragged down. And the first highlight of this match, as the first half was extremely boring, comes in the 50th minute, and it is a penalty for Tom Elliott. As you see here, he was unable to strike the ball because of the contact with the defender. He sort of headbutted the ground there. Not sure about what that was about. Maybe a bit of embellishment, but nonetheless, it is Simpson to take the penalty. He is our best penalty kick taker, up there with Stockley, who's on the bench for this game. Simpson steps up, and it's saved by Pym. Yeah. So now in the 56th minute, after missing that glorious chance with the penalty to take the lead, Chadwick with the ball. He dances with it and finds Simpson. Simpson into the box, and his shot goes wide. Looking to get that missed opportunity back is Simpson, and he gets around one defender, goes into the corner. He's got a bit of space, tries to lay in the cross. It bounces off of somebody. Chadwick finds Donaldson. The short cross to Elliott, and Elliott with a wonderful header, but put it straight to the hand of the keeper, Pym. And now Miller with the header chance off of the corner, and he puts that one wide. Now, here in the 84th minute, Noble with the ball. He finds Wheeler into Nichols. Nichols with space. He finds Grimes, and Grimes is robbed by our keeper, Dunn. Now, 5 minutes to go. The ball is dealt with, and that is the end of this game. We are unable to capitalize on our penalty chance, and we'll exit Exeter. See what I did there? Bad pun, sorry. But anyways, we will leave Exeter with 1 point. It is always okay to get a point on the road, but at the same time, when you have a penalty, you would always love to get that extra point. Or 2 points, sorry, I was thinking hockey. But now on to the player ratings. We got 1-7, and that was Chadwick, I believe. I'm sorry, my recording software is being glitchy and won't show me the graphics that I made. So I think that actually, when I said that I made a mistake, there actually wasn't. But I'll have to go back and check. But nonetheless, Tom Naylor's headed back to Derby as his loan deal has ended, which is quite unfortunate because he was one of my first choice center backs now. But he's a 60 overall. He is valued at $160,000 and 2K wages. You can pause at any of these players, but here's also Jake Bidwell from Brentford, $200,000 at 1.5 wages. He is 61 overall and could fill in good at that left back spot. But now we move on to the final match of this episode against Mansfield Town. Lanzani is back in to the squad, and other than that, that is the only change, as we have a fully fit squad with Nelson now filling in that spot that Naylor overtook. In January, I'm definitely looking to get Naylor back, because I really enjoyed him at the center back position. But now here's Mansfield Town. They are also going with a 5 at the back formation, a 5-2-1-2, not a formation that you see very often. But it is one that we will have to deal with today, as we started off here at home, I believe this game is. It'll be interesting to see how we can bounce back from that draw. The header goes off the bar, and the second chance header is cleared off the line. A third chance, a fourth chance, a fifth chance, and it is finally cleared away. Just goes to Simpson, though, looking for that sixth chance. Donaldson plays it into the middle, and it is cleared away. No! Seventh chance! Are you gotta be kidding me? Eighth chance, and it's finally cleared away. You gotta be joking me. 6 minutes into the game, you have 8 chances on net, and how do you not score one of them? And another corner header is stopped by the keeper. I mean, how did you not bury one of those chances? We had like 8 shots on net on that one. And the free kick in, a nice free kick, but Taylor is unable to get a clean header on it. Now in the 24th, Mansfield Town with the corner, sending it out wide to the box. Now Sutton gains control. He gets around one. Looking outside, he finds Hearn. Hearn Chips it into Fisher. Fisher with the header, and that is easily dealt with by Dunn. Moving on to the 29th. Simpson plays it back to Donaldson. Donaldson with the poor clearance. Sorry, the poor corner, but it still finds its way into Elliott. Elliott out to Dunk. Dunk to Chadwick. Chadwick takes the strike, and that's a wonderful save from the keeper for Mansfield. And now the corner. Chadwick plays it into the box, and that's dealt with, but the ball bobbles around, and it falls to Donaldson. Donaldson is unable to get a clean shot away, but it falls to Champion. Champion is challenged and still going, and that was a poor opportunity off of the corner. We have not been able to score off of corners so far this year. And now Mansfield Town score off of the counter-attack. 37th minute, and it is 1-0 Mansfield Town on one of their first opportunities of this game. It was Heslop with the finish. And I guess we just got to do better on our defense, because we can get opportunities on offense, but we just can't keep them out of our own net. Dunn dove way too early. Had he waited until the ball was actually struck before diving, he would have been able to make that save. But diving way too early, he was already on the ground, and the ball just floats right above him. Whereas had he dove later, it would have been an easy stop. Now, just a few minutes later, same opportunity for Mansfield. Mansfield looking for the cross, and it's saved this time by Dunn. Now, just a couple minutes after that, Bell plays it to Beavers. Beavers in the same spot. He plays in the long ball. It's up in the air, and somehow we don't deal with it, and it ends up in the back of our net again. In the 43rd minute now, and Dunn just looks skyward. As how did the defender first off not deal with that, as he was in easy. It should have been easy for him to head the ball away, but for some reason he dives just under the ball, and Dunn dives early as well. So we are now ending the first half with a chance for Mansfield Town again, with Fisher's strike just going over the bar. And we are now into the second half. We need a resurgence. We need that first 10 minutes again. We were on fire then, but we haven't been able to do much since. And Heslop with the chance. He was looking for his second, but a nice stop by Dunn this time. Diving at the right time, I guess you could say. Tom Elliott now in the 60th. He's taking it himself, and he is dragged from behind. And it will be a penalty. Tugging on the shirt was the Mansfield Town defender. And as you see here, you can't tug on him like that. You cannot tug on the player like that. And now Simpson looking for redemption. The last penalty he took was stopped, and that led to only 1 point instead of 3. Simpson versus Stutter. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. Simpson, he gets his retribution and puts it in the back of the net. And with just under 30 minutes to go, it is a 1-goal game, as that penalty gets us back in it, just like how it got us back in it versus Exeter. Not Exeter, excuse me for that mistake, Dagenham. But can we, for the first time, or one of the few times this year, pull off the comeback and get a 3-point excuse me, that's going to be an awkward cut, but can we get 3 points for one of the few times this year? The headers just wide from Tom Elliott. Now in the 79th, Donaldson. The free kick is laid into the box. The header is unable to be dealt with, and it will be cleared. Now in the 90th, an injured Mansfield Town man, but it doesn't matter. The cross in falls to Bell. Bell into Maguire. Maguire's shot just barely misses. And now the goal kick. Out the back. It's going to go to Simpson. And that's going to be it. We cannot salvage 3 points. Or at least even 1 point. As our poor first half comes back to bite us. But I'd like to thank you for watching. I'm sorry about the inconsistent uploads. I've told you at the beginning of the episode that I've been feeling a bit under the weather recently. And didn't feel like making any videos as I barely had a voice. So I'd like to thank you for watching and have a nice day. Simpson and Dunn were our only 7 rating players in this game. But I'd like to thank you for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye.